Hey friends, Paul here, Acme 22. So it's finished. Everything was going great, and as you know, the plan was to stay these set 1 and set 2 to be symmetrical as they wound their way around to the bottom and finish somewhere down in the middle, which, as I discovered, is impossible unless my arms are 2 feet longer than they actually are and 3 inches thinner, because there is just no room. So I got myself into a bit of a jackpot, and I had 3 arriving over here, as you may have seen in the last update. The update before the last update was accidentally shot at 4K 60 frames per second for an hour, longest update I ever made, and it made a file that broke my iCloud just about. Guess I should pay more than $1.98 a month. So it just got horrendous. So I had 3 balls over here, 3 over there, and I got to do something. So I'm bringing them down into here, and one set's going to finish there, and the other set's going to finish over there. Had a bit of a wrinkle, as the set over here was actually one of the balls that should have been over there, and vice versa. So I implemented a very complex crossover, which, well, I'm not going to get into it too much, but if you build this stuff, you know, it's nothing happens by accident here. You don't just throw it on the table and look, it works. This is, and especially working in engineering, I'm very used to working with very precise parts. And here, believe it or not, a quarter or a half millimeter can make a difference. If you've got a tile supported nice and firmly on the base, and you got another one supported on one of these clear plastic dividers with on a springy little support, you can end up with a quarter of a millimeter, and it quite literally makes a wall. If the marble doesn't have a lot of inertia, and I don't have a lot of height to work with here. If the marble doesn't have a lot of inertia, it can hit that little 250 micron wall and go click and just stop. Anyway, that's the sad story. Oh, so let me launch. I think it's ready to launch. It's like a 90%. I've been trying to get it to 100% success, but there's just, as you know, when you get a marble over there, there's just enough flex to timing. I've even had just this marble, first thing it does, instead of dropping into the spiral, it just wanders away for no reason. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, as I said, the idea is red, green, blue there, red, green, blue there. These 3 on one side, these 3 on the other. Success. That's not bad. That's 1 for 1. That's batting 1,000. Okay, so I'm just going to reset it and do it again. Oh, what a mistake. I was having trouble with I was ending up with 2 blues. I could not figure out why, and it was eventually because I broke the symmetry, and one was taking a longer route, so it was tripping a switch later than it used to. Or earlier. Either way, it caused a nightmare. Hang on, let me just set this. No, I'm not good at multitasking. Barely monotask. Let me just switch this. I got 12 things I got to check. 4 scoops and 8 switches. And a scoop and that switch. And that goes that way, and this that way. I'm still shooting in 4K, but 30 frames per second, so I don't have to be quite as speedy as I thought. Certainly can't let it run an hour. That was so disappointing. But I do say so myself. It was. I couldn't even keep the video for anything. It was just no place to keep it. It was like 160 gigs. It's ridiculous. I should know better. think we're good to go. Oh, probably need some marbles. This time I'm going to run one set as the red, green, blue. Red, blue goes here. And on this side, we're going to throw in 3 silver marbles. Oh, as I said, I went and bought a little GoPro camera so I can get some good shots from down inside. Get some shots with the iPad and the iPhone over here. Get them edited together, but I think I was at 6 or 8 hours today working on this, getting it working and finished. And so I'm a little anxious to get it on film before, I don't know, the hurricane or something. Anyway, let's see if we can, let me just clear these guys out. Oops. Either that was operator error. I didn't flip a switch because I was talking. Didn't set a scoop. I'll know when I find the missing silver ball. That goes this way, goes this way. Thanks for watching. Here's a brief glimpse of what I've been doing for 8 hours solid today. Decided to not film it until I was absolutely sure it would work. Ugh. As close as I could get to 100% of the time. There is a silver marble here somewhere. If this was a live stream, I could get someone to tell me where it is. I'm probably looking right at it. That's the problem with the silver. Okay. Thing is, there's no point in launching if it's sitting on the track somewhere. I think that was the problem last time. Honest to goodness, I've been doing this all day, looking for the single hung up marble somewhere, or didn't notice that didn't notice. This poor little guy's got a long way to go. Sometimes just doesn't seem to have the inertia. Anyway, just roll the marbles. Close enough. I'd like to 3D print a piece that goes in as a plug when you're not using one of the openings for the finish. Note to self, buy a 3D printer. I think that's it. Heck, gonna do it again. Don't have a lot else to say about this. Switched my web page server from single domain Linux hosting to multiple domain Linux hosting, and moved my modest little web page from up to the new server, and then got 2 more URLs. So there'll be acme22.com, pauljsummers.com, and optiovelkazu.com. Oh man, I've totally lost count of what I'm switching here. I knew I missed that one. Okay, runner again. So if you go to acme22.com, guess what? Surprise! Some cat pictures, maybe a GraviTrax picture, some wood carving pictures. Oh, Paul. And as I mentioned, just some stuff on the front page. Don't follow the contact stuff. I'm not actually a consulting firm in New York. It's just the template baloney. All right, roll them. That didn't go right at all. I definitely missed something there. Oh well. Welcome to Acme 22 world. So, next track I make is going to be very flat. This is a 3x3 grid. I think I'm going to go back to a 3x5 grid. I've got the real estate, got lots of pieces, and I think I'm going to start on the bottom and work up. So, because this, starting at the top, working down, all the building you're doing is underneath everything you just built. And sounds like I'm not having much fun with my toy. I swear I am. This is a lot of fun, but fuck, it's a lot of work. My back is killing me. I think that's the only advantage to being 8 years old, as they show you in the box kids play. I can't even imagine. On the box or the advertisement, the commercials. The funniest one is there's a family, mom, dad, like a 10-year-old kid and a toddler. They're all sitting around playing with it. Maybe they're doing stuff you can do with toddlers, but I'm sitting here trying to sort out 250 microns for 4 hours. Not sure how the toddlers play into that. Oh, and if you have a missing piece from your GraviTrax set, I had one. It was actually, the piece was there. It was just a very bad injection mold and was missing one of the ends, one of these little pieces here. So, long story short, I waited 2 months for the part to arrive from UPS, and it was broken. And I think what they did, I've tried to trace it. I think what Ravensburger did, people that make this, make jigsaw puzzles and GraviTrax. I think what they did, because the original thing came from Costco, you could see it came from a Costco in New Jersey. I think they got someone to open up the big box of stuff, take out the piece, put it in an envelope, send it to me via FedEx, and then the big, nice, secure box with all the rest of it, they just threw that in the garbage as bad inventory. Anyway, won't make that mistake again. That was, it was like 2 months. That was a 2-month venture. I know I've forgotten something. This is a lot of stuff I'm not going to edit out because I want to listen to this in 5 years. That did not go well, I can tell. When I see 2 reds going that way, here's another tip. This is good. Well, what do you think? Give it one more try. All the marbles came home. Tell you what, let me do it. I used to do it when I was by myself. I was doing a 12-point check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Where's 12? See, that's what I mean. This could also be disastrous. If this also ends in disaster, I'm just gonna slowly go behind the camera, and switch it off. That's actually a good point. I should probably actually go slowly behind the camera and check to make sure I'm good recording. Done that before. Okay, everybody stay in a ball. 12. Whoopa! Yeah, it takes a jump for whatever reason. I'm gonna tweak this a bit more. I got a couple of ideas. I want a better system for this than it's just falling into here. Not sure what to do, but I can't change the timing. And another thing, you may not be able to see it here, but pretty much this entire area in here is a solid wall of height tiles. I have about 265 of these height tiles. I'd like to show you one, but I use 265 of them. Plus I have to use marble boxes, which are 2 height tiles. The gold marble, never been rolled. Oh, just rolled it. Yeah, I think I used 265 height tiles. I don't know how many of these, well, all of them. I have nothing left. I'm out of towers. I'm out of towers with spaces. I'm out of height tiles. So I do want to do some tweaking. I can recover some. This entire area right here, if I put these on a clear platform, I think it would land right here, but at height 6.5. Then these guys can sit on that. I can support it, and I would free up a lot of, I get rid of all this under here. The advantage is I think I would free up a few height tiles so I can use height tiles instead of marble boxes. But I'm not 100% satisfied with this, but it is technically finished. I'm launching 6 balls in 2 groups, and they are arriving at a finish in their original groups that they left in. The timing's all screwed up because at some point these guys started going backwards. I'm probably repeating myself. That's a nice thing. There is a fast forward button there. That's if you're here already still. That's if you're here still. I should also apologize. It's 3 a.m. and I've been keeping some very irregular hours. In fact, there's someone coming in 4 hours to install a new dishwasher, and I'm trying to decide if I should sleep or go get a cheeseburger. Why can't I do both? Anyway, that's the update for the Paulosseum. It sounds like such a knob, the Paulosseum, like it's some kind of epic. No, it was just a name. The reason it's called the Paulosseum is I told Renee, my wife, that she says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm downstairs working on my Colosseum." And she says, "Oh, I like that." I said, "Like what?" She says, "Paulosseum." I said Colosseum. She goes, "Oh, I thought you said Paulosseum." I said, "Mom, yeah, okay, I like that too." So that's the Paulosseum. That's all for now. As always, thank you for watching. If you, in fact, watched all the way here. Good night.